Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First, I'd like to thank the leadership, both Democratic and Republican leadership, for us being here today on this vote. I really wondered many times over if this would ever really happen, and I'm so grateful that we're here with the opportunity to vote on this very, very important bill, certainly the most important one of my time as a state representative. Thank you to Chairman Petrarca, Chairman Marsico for their hard work and dedication. Thank you to Representative Benninghoff for his supervision of our task force, which I have to say that our task force was a mix of Republicans and Democrats, and it was really a fascinating civics lesson for me to get Republicans and Democrats, some were pro, some were con, to come together and talk about this very important issue and come out of that with a consensus on how we should proceed forward. And that ultimately ended up being Representative Marsico's amendment. So there's been some amazing things that have transpired on our way to this day right here. But you know what, when I think about this bill, I really think about a certain group of people, beginning with Gracie Whitwer, 9-month-old, whose parents knew she had epilepsy and were so hopeful that we as a body would act so she may be able to participate and receive some medical marijuana that would help her with her epileptic symptoms. Unfortunately, Gracie died at age 9 months of SUDEP. She died waiting for us to act. I think about Dane Freeman, decorated Marine Corporal. Came home from the war and could not escape what he went through. Took his own life, waiting. Think about my father-in-law, Frank Uhas. Stage 4 lymphoma, walked the street at 175 pounds. At 100 pounds, had to venture out into the night because he was so sick from chemo and he couldn't eat. And we were worried he was going to starve to death. The only thing that helped him was marijuana, but he couldn't find it many times, so he suffered. I can't help but think that his life would have been so much better at the end if he had relief. And countless others with debilitating illness, waiting for us to act. And then there are those who are illegally healing every day. Those who wait and wonder if they're going to get arrested, incarcerated for trying to help themselves or help a loved one. And I think of little Anna, little 8-year-old Anna, who has epilepsy, who has autism, and whose little brain was seizing nonstop. Can you imagine? With a little drop of oil in a piece of fudge every day, that little girl who was sinking into oblivion is now active and functioning and healthy and with us up here in the gallery. Think of my high school friend, Randy Robertson, who received a death sentence from his doctor, 3 months, terminal bile duct cancer. Terminal, 3 months. As his family prepared his death chamber in his room just to make him comfortable as he rode out the 3 months of pain and torture and agony of having to be on opioids and all the medicines they were giving him. A friend brought him some medical marijuana oil. I saw Randy last week in Lemoyne, Pennsylvania, gassing up his Harley, literally a year after he received that death sentence. I'm not saying that medical marijuana was the only thing that helped Randy, but it was a combination of his doctor supervision, the medicine they gave him, and the medical marijuana, which saved his life. And he's with us today, up there, waving to us right now. We have We have a moral obligation to do what's right here. My faith tells me that this is the moral, compassionate, right thing to do. Too many people are waiting. Too many people will die if we don't act. Is there anything more important? Is there anything more important than people's lives? People who are suffering. Please, I beg you, I implore you, vote yes on this bill. God bless you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.